Chosen one, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to another episode on Antonicus Motivates. Chosen one. You know what, man? They made a fatal mistake when they came for you. They really messed up when they did that. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. See, they targeted you is what they did. But they didn't know nothing about what you were here to do. They didn't know that what they was doing was they was interfering with your assignment with the Most High. So they targeted you, and when they came up against you to come for you, they really messed up when they came up against you to come for you. So now what you're seeing now, because of what they did, is a direct result of coming for you when they crossed you. They've been trying to control this narrative, and they didn't like it that you were a powerful being of light who came here to expose the illusion. You are very powerful. This is the reason why they've tried so hard to silence your voice. They've tried so hard to cancel you in this cancel culture and erase you. And really, now everything makes perfect sense about why you have always had it so rough your whole entire life. Why your whole entire life has been a struggle. You've learned about spiritual warfare. You understand about why everything happened to you now. And why you was targeted by the authorities, the principalities of darkness. When you awaken, when you reawaken, and you remembered who you were, that set off alarm bells in the spiritual realm, is what happened. It really irritated the demons within all the vessels around you who have been so very jealous and envious of you the whole time. They never wanted to see you have anything. This is the reason why they've always been trying to throw a monkey wrench in your operation. This is the reason why you've had setback after setback after setback after setback. And every time when you started to get ahead, or you started to make some kind of progress and you were doing good at what you were doing, they would do something again to try to mess you up or to sabotage you. They know that you have the potential for the success. They've seen the qualities inside of you. You never knew it though, that what they were doing was trying to make you second guess yourself or think less of yourself. You had to figure that all out. And they hated it when you found out, and they also hated the fact that all of their attempts failed because you sidestepped everything they tried to do to you. They never liked that. So what happened was, you see, they targeted you because ever since they very first saw you, they knew your potential. They knew you had the ability to awaken others to the truth. They knew that you did. Because your frequency is powerful, and you have a high vibrational frequency. And they have a low vibrational frequency. and everything about them is negative. It always has been. And you have a purpose. I done told you. They don't have no purpose. They're NPCs. They're bots. They're zombies. They don't do nothing with their time. They have the same 24 hours in a day as you do. But they waste all their time on BS. You spend your time on things that matter. You spend your time on things that help others. That help others become the best version of themselves, and that helps you become the best version of yourself. You know? And that's what they don't like. They don't want others to become the best version of themselves because they have to keep the illusion going. And they don't want others to know their potential. And they don't want others to know that there is another way besides the way that they've programmed everybody to believe. This is another problem. This is the reason why you are the glitch in the Matrix program. You are like a virus in their program, in their software they've been running on the masses. So they've been trying to eliminate you because of that. But what happened, man, was, when they did what they did to you, to come for you, to attack you, that was when they crossed the line. That was when they crossed a fatal line, the line of no return for all of them. And they're finding that out now because, see, they're finding out because now the domino effect from that is happening right now. You are seeing the domino effect from that, and you are only going to see things escalate from here on out. Because you are not the only chosen one who they've done this to. You're not the only one who they've done this to. They've done this to many other like you. Many other like you who knew the truth, who saw the truth, who were showed the truth, and who stood for the truth, have endured many of the same things that you have now. They don't like it that that we will not conform, that we will not bow to their agenda. But now the domino effect has already began. The moment when they came for you, because see, what it is about you, chosen one, is the Most High. He don't play about you. He don't play when it comes to you. You have things you have to do, and they don't know nothing about what you have to do. If they knew what you had to do and what you were sent to do, they would have joined with you. They would have wanted to be a part of what you were a part of. But they never knew what you were about. They just looked at you. They didn't like the way you looked. They didn't like the way you dressed. They didn't like your style because it wasn't what was deemed normal or part of the program. And so they didn't like you. They never liked you because just because you was not like them and because you wouldn't become a carbon copy. They all have to do the same thing because it's like the herd mentality. They're sheeple. I done told you, they go along to get along. They don't have no uniqueness. They don't have no authenticity like you. They don't have no they're not, you are the original. They're frauds. They're all fakes. They want your secret recipe. They want to be like you. They want your secret sauce. But they can never be like you. They don't have your secret sauce. They ain't like you. And they knew that. That's the reason why they targeted you. See, really, you didn't know how powerful you were. See, really, you didn't know that you was, gaining attention and attraction. They didn't like that. They want all the attention. They want all the attraction. They got you in a secret competition. But what they don't know about you is they can't never reproduce who you are because you're unique. You're unique. They can never remanufacture who you are. You have your own special qualities that make you who you are. So regardless of the fact that whether or not they targeted you, doesn't matter. See, they wasn't ready for the consequences of that. Because see, what they thought was that you was just going to be an easy target. Just like all the rest of their victims. They didn't know about your resilience. They didn't know about your inner strength. They didn't know what you were able and capable to stand up under. They didn't know that you were able to stand up under a tremendous amount of pressure and not fold and not break. So now you've had to go through the fire and you've learned from doing that. It has only made you stronger now. But you are seeing now the consequences of what they've done to all the chosen ones. You are seeing now the consequences of that. And they are seeing the consequences of that. Because none of their spells were able to take you out. So because they weren't able to take you out, those same high-level demons that came for you, that they sent against you, have no other choice now but to turn back around, have had no other choice now but to turn back around and go back to the same ones who sent them. And so now there's going to be unending torment and trauma and everything they sent at you to traumatize you, torment you, and torture you. All that torture, all that pain they sent your way, all those sleepless nights they've sent your way, everything they've done to you to try to get you to come out of character and all of that, all the things they've done to you to torment your mind, to try to make you lose your mind, to try to make you go into a mental institution. All of that now is hitting them right now, right about now. And you are seeing now that this is a direct result of not only what they've done to the chosen ones, but what they've been doing for so very long. To so many innocents, not just the chosen ones, and innocent children. And the thing is that, see, they've been running out of enough resources. They've been running out of everything because God is putting a limit to everything. God is the one who frustrates their plans. They try to frustrate our plans. But the Most High God is now going to frustrate all of their plans. See, what it is that they think they're untouchable. They've thought that they're untouchable. They've said in their heart and in their mind that nobody can touch them. They've thought to themselves that we have everyone in our back pocket. We've got all the dirty cops in our pocket. We've got all the dirty judges in our pocket. We've got everyone in our pocket. Who can touch us? Nobody can touch us. And so they've lifted themselves up in pride. And so you see what they say and what they've always said and what's said in the Word of God is that pride comes before a fall. And so now you are seeing the fall of their system, the fall of their kingdom. Their kingdom is fallen now. And that's what they get because they did it to themselves. So the pit that they dug for you was actually for themselves now. And it's only going to get worse. And then Chosen One, I just now saw these earthquakes keep going off left and right. And it's not stopping. It's a daily frequency. It's a daily frequent occurrence. And they ain't just little earthquakes or nothing like that. These are like 5.0s and better all over the place. So I saw one in Vanuatu. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but it was a 6.1 on Mary Greeley News this morning. And so they are not stopping. Everything is just intensifying right now at this moment in time. It's only escalating every day. They think that they escaped and got away from what they did to you. But all that pain they put you through, all that suffering they put you through, it's hitting them right now, and it's about to hit them. It is hitting them right now. And there's no escape. There's no bunker they can run and hide to. I done told you. There's nothing they can get. There's no escape for none of them. There's no getting away from none of this. They've done took your whole entire life away from you. They tried to steal your life, man. And they tried to hide your light. They tried to throw shade on you. They've been throwing shade on you left and right. And you did nothing to deserve that. Okay, so maybe you made some mistakes. Maybe you wasn't perfect. You did some things that you regret during some hard times that you was going through. Everybody was feeling it. Everybody was feeling the pain of everything that was going on. You never said you was perfect. You never claimed to be perfect. But they wanted to see you be perfect. They wanted to see you be like the Son of God or something like that. But there was only one Son of God. And even when he was perfect, look what they did to him. Look what they did to him. If you remember everything they did to him, they did the same thing to you. They betrayed you. They took the Judas money for you. And then they left you for dead. They sent the monitoring spirits to watch you. You know that's what's going on. You know that's what they're doing. You know they're out there still lurking right now. Even now, while I'm making this video. They done planting bugs, probably around your property, to listen to you, to watch you. But you don't care. You don't care. You know what time it is. And they know what time it is too. And ever since they knew what time it was and that you called on to them, that was what infuriated them. See, you're not supposed to know. Everything's supposed to be secret. Their whole operation of targeting you is supposed to be secret. That's because what they do is they operate in secret. Because that's what the enemy does. the devil. And he lies. He's the father of lies. And he uses deception. So they've been trying to deceive you. They've been trying to deceive others against you. And they used everything in their arsenal to do it with. But what they didn't understand was that, man, when they came for you, when you was minding your business at your crib or wherever you were, when they came for you, they found out. They found out that you wasn't nothing to be played with. And the thing is, see, they want to do you like they do everyone else. They're expecting you to be like everyone else who all the rest of their victims. They was expecting that to happen. The same thing to happen to all the rest of their victims to happen to you. But they never understood. They never understood who you were. They thought you were just a nobody. They didn't understand. They couldn't see the calling the Most High had over your life. If they would have just, if they would have just worked with you instead of being so hateful and jealous of you. But see, these are familiar spirits. They're familiar with you. They're too familiar with you. They know you too much. This is the reason why it says in Mark 6:4, a prophet is not honored except in his own hometown and amongst his own family, amongst his own people. But now you are seeing the domino effect of what they've done to all the chosen ones and what they've done to everyone. And they've done, their whole agenda has been to deceive everyone. But it's all being revealed, it's all coming out because we are at the end right now. We are at the end of the whole, little show they've been putting on for so long. The circus is pretty much over right now. The clown show is over. They are all being revealed for who they are. And I made a video yesterday telling you and showing you. Now it's clear to see who they are. And now that it's clear to see who they are, and now it's clear to see that they are not about the people, they are not about us. Now, because of that, the domino effect has already began. And you are only going to see the dominoes continue to fall on a daily basis. And it's only going to speed up. Once one domino falls, all the rest of the dominoes got to fall behind it. And it's only going to go all the way down the line. And so it's over for all of them. It's over for all of them, and most everybody is no longer with it. People ain't with it no more. Their whole spell and what they've been, had everybody under for so long, where everybody was so, attracted to them and so, infatuated with them. I mean, most people can see them for who they really are. Their mask done slip. Their mask done slip. So once the monster come out from under the mask, who they were the whole time, after their mask slip, then that pretty much was the end for them right then and there. Because see, what they live off of is everybody else loving them. They live off of everybody else's likes of them. And they live off of everybody else putting them on a pedestal. But once the illusion is over and that's taken from them, then they're nothing. But see, that's the difference between you and them, is because, see, you don't need other people to like you. Because you're a sovereign being. Just like the Most High is a sovereign being. You exist as who you are, and you radiate an energy that is like none other. Your energy is what they've been feeding off the whole time. Your energy is what they tried to contain. They tried to contain your energy. This is the reason why they've tried to corner you, to pin you down, to isolate you. I told you before, the reason why they want to do this to you is so that way you will think less of yourself, and that maybe you'll come crawling back to them to need them again, to be needy again, to need them again, to beg them again, so they can feed you crumbs again. They want you to feed on their crumbs. So they can control and manipulate you. But, you know, Psalm 23 on all of that. The Lord is your shepherd. He is your provider, not them. And so they don't understand that you know, they can have piles and piles of money and sleep on the money and roll around on the money and have so much money. They got money like pillows and all of that. That don't matter, because, you know, I mean, what they don't understand is that the true wealth that you possess is on the inside of you. And you are already rich. You radiate abundance. You are abundant. You're abundant in your spirit and in your heart and in your mind. You already have a rich mind. You have a rich mentality. And you produce quality work. At first, probably you have to like learn different things. But once you get good at what you're good at, you know, once you begin to like really catch on to whatever it is that you're doing, that's what they don't like about you. They don't like that once you catch on to what you're doing, it takes you a little while, but once you catch on, everything you put your hand at to do, you know, it turns to liquid gold. Because that's just the way you are. Hey, you're blessed. You see, that's what they don't like. You are still blessed and highly favored, no matter what they do. So they think that by stripping you of everything, your material possessions and all of that, they have this delusion that makes them think, by targeting you to strip you from all your material possessions and all of that, that somehow that's going to stop you. They don't understand. You can't be stopped. You can never be stopped. And so you see what's happening right about now is, see, like I told you, chosen one, and I told you in yesterday's video, that their house of cards is already collapsing. It's falling all around them. And you ain't worried about none of it, because, I mean, why would you be worried about it? What's the purpose of being worried about it? They want you to fight over petty stuff. Over them coming at you to harass you on your job or whatever. They want you to fight over that. They want you to fight over dumb stuff. They want you to feel desperate for chump change. Why would you do that? What do you need to do all that for? What they want is they want you angry. They want you mad at the world. Why would you do that? Why do you need to do that? That's my question. Like, why do you need to do that? So you can be like them? You're not going to reduce yourself to their level. You don't need to reduce yourself down to their level. Why do you need to do that? They're not on your level. They're chickens pecking at the ground. You are an eagle. You're up high. And you can fly solo. You don't need a gang of people around you. For what? Most of them don't care nothing about you, and they only come to take from you anyway. They already showed you when they left you for dead. They showed you who they were. So now you know. So when you do have whatever you have, here they will come then. And they'll only come to take again. So you have to be careful. You have to be very careful. And it's getting more and more dangerous, chosen one. I done told you. Every day out here. And the spiritual warfare is intensifying. The spiritual warfare is really intense right about now. So it's nothing to be played with. It's not a game. It's not a joke. You have to put on your full armor every day. I done told you. The full armor of God. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 to 18. So you can stand in this evil day that we are in right now. Because that's what it is. And it's only, getting worse every day. And people are crashing out already. I done told you. That's what they wanted you to do. That's still what they want you to do. Or really what they want to see is you harm yourself. Or give up or throw in the towel. But you're not about to do that. But you know what their plans is. You know what they're up to. They're here to frustrate our plans every time. That's all they have. That's all of this targeting you for was all about. And because it was because of their jealousy and their envy, and they couldn't accept the truth. But the truth still remains. Because the truth is going to be forever. The truth is eternal. Because the truth comes from the Most High. So, they can try to alter the truth or rewrite the truth. Use the AI to do all of that and everything like that. But the truth is still going to remain regardless of that. And, it's still going to remain, and so they can use whatever they can do. They can do whatever they want. What they're doing, the whole goal for all of this and this AI, the whole purpose behind this now, we are seeing is really just so they can increase the deception, the levels of deception. So what they will do with it is they'll use deep fake technology and all of that to, clone people, to try to clone others, to try to make it look like somebody is somebody who they're not. That's how far this rabbit hole goes. And who is behind this is the devil himself, because the devil himself is the master of the whole illusion. So you understand that. And that's the reason why you've always been a threat, because he knew that. And he still knows that. And so he's furious right now. So, you know, you have to be strong. You have to keep your guard up at all times. Just like a fighter in the ring. Guard your vitals. Take care of yourself. Love yourself when nobody else loves you. Give yourself the self-love that they never would give you. And be strong. Because, like I said, I don't know how much longer the time is going to be, but we know it's over for all of these devils that tried to target us and tried to take us and silence us and cancel us in this cancel culture. And I don't know how much longer, you know, even this right here, what we're dealing with, you know what I mean? It's like, even this, they can stop all of this. But one thing they can't stop is this right here. They can take everything, but they can't take that. They can't take this. And they can't take your faith. So just know that. All right? So anyway, Chosen One, I guess I done went pretty deep into the video today. I didn't mean to go this long into the video, but you know how I do when I get to going, you know, sometimes, man. I just got to tell it like it is, you know. But you're seeing everything happening now because of what they did when they came up against the chosen ones. Now you are seeing that their empire is fallen, and all these sorcerers who's that's who they are. They're all sorcerers. They're all, you know, idol worshipers. They're creating idols now to try to force people to worship. It's obvious. I done showed you. I told you. And so that's the reason why the Most High is shaking things up right now. Because he is the one who's really in control. And he don't play. And he don't play when it comes to you. All right, Chosen One? So anyway, that's the message for today. I hope this helps. I hope this helped you out. If you've been one of their victims, you know, if you've been a victim to all of this, then you know that it's over for them. And it's over for all of their evil that they've done to so many. It's over for all of them. All right? So, yeah, just wanted to leave that with you today. And, you know, as always, Chosen Ones, peace, love, light, blessings to you all. Hang in there. Hold the line. All right? Till the next one, man. I'm going to catch y'all all on the next one. I'm out.